Good afternoon. Fade to Black breaking news for this Monday, September 30th, 2024. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. All right, help support the show. You know what to do. Get your Fade to Black T-shirts. The links are below. Get a Game Changer membership. Everything includes shipping. The links are below. All right. Here we go. It is Monday, kicking off a brand new week here on Fade to Black. Tonight on the show, Toke Thompson is with us. We're going to be talking about post-human folklore. Tomorrow night, the return of Kevin Randle. Yeah, the UFO phenomenon. He's always got a lot to say. Tomorrow night, Kevin Randle is with us. Wednesday night, Richard Spence is here. We're going to be talking about secret societies. That's right. Here in America. Thursday night, Rick Luskowitz is with us. We're going to be talking about life energy. The strange thing about this week on Fade to Black, I've got 2 PhDs and 4 doctors. Yeah, I think my producer Michelle is testing the limits of my brain. Yeah, it's big brain week here on Fade to Black. Now, I've got 3 major events. Maybe a fourth is going to be added here, but I've got 3 major events over the next few months. I'm going to Peru and Bolivia next month with Brian Forrester. Then coming up after that is the Conscious Life Expo here in LA at LAX, the LAX Hilton. That is February 7th through the 10th. 2025. I host this event every year. It's going to be amazing. This may be the biggest and best yet. And then right after that, the Rise of the Guardians. This is March 29th and 30th, 2025 in Sedona, Arizona. I'm going to be presenting. I'm going to be hosting. David Palmer is going to be there with me too as well. I'll get some links up and everything else in social media. But right now, those are the 3 events that I have coming up. All right, let's get straight to it. On this day in history, 2016, the European Space Agency's Rosetta spacecraft purposely crashed into the comet 67P. Rosetta spent 10 years chasing down Comet 67P, which orbits the sun between the Earth and Jupiter. Here's your fader fact. There are caves right now in Missouri that store 1.4 billion pounds of government-owned cheese. And that is your fader fact. All right, let's get to the breaking news. Helene, a Category 4 hurricane when she hit the Big Bend of Florida on Thursday night, is forecast to leave behind between $95 billion and $110 billion in damage and economic loss. Property damage alone is forecast by Moody's to run $15 to $26 billion. Asheville and other parts of western North Carolina were cut off from the world on Saturday, with no roads open into or out of the most populous city in the region, and electricity and cell towers limited or inoperable. The photography, the images, it's just our hearts and prayers go to everyone affected by Helene. Incredible. SpaceX launched a rescue mission for the 2 stuck astronauts at the International Space Station on Saturday, setting up a downsized crew to bring them home, but not until next year. The capsule in orbit to fetch the test pilots, whose Boeing spacecraft returned to Earth empty earlier this month because of safety concern. The switch in rides left it to NASA's Nick Hague and Russia's Alexander Gorbanov to retrieve Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams. Our new second moon started to orbit the Earth yesterday. You can't see it, though, but it's there. The mini-moon will circle the globe for almost 57 days, but won't complete a full orbit. On November 25th, it will part ways with the Earth and continue its solo trajectory through the cosmos. It's expected to pass by again in 2055. In response to a federal court ruling regarding risk posed by water fluoridation, officials in northern Westchester, New York, have ordered the practice to be suspended in 2 towns as a precautionary measure. Last week, Yorktown Supervisor Ed Lachterman said that he ordered a pause on water fluoridation within the town, which will also affect Summers residents. Yeah, more on this as this story continues. Scientists confirm that there are 40 huge craters at the bottom of Lake Michigan. Researchers recently surveyed the bottom of Lake Michigan after spotting strange circles on the lake bed back in 2022. New observations show the circles are craters, but how they formed remains unclear. The craters are perfect circles about 14 miles southeast of Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and extend southwards in a line toward Port Washington, Wisconsin. Yeah, man. Okay, here we go. And finally, I'll leave you with this. When asteroids hurtle towards Earth in Hollywood films, we often deploy nuclear warheads against them in order to save humanity. We know this. A barrage of missiles. Like in the movie Don't Look Up. I love that movie. Now, scientists have found this strategy could actually help deflect an incoming cosmic impact, not by blowing an asteroid up, right, with a nuke, but by exploding one or more than a mile above its surface to shower it with X-ray radiation. We all know that cosmic impacts can have disastrous effects for life on Earth. There's no telling how many times this has happened in the past. In 2023, with the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, otherwise known as DART, that mission, NASA showed it could potentially deflect a cosmic strike by crashing a spacecraft into the asteroid Dimorphos. Now, although scientists found the impact successfully altered the orbit of the 525-foot asteroid, the asteroid itself was kind of tiny. The most dangerous asteroids are the size of mountains, and simply colliding a spacecraft against such giants would have minimal, if no effect at all. Now, in a new study, researchers employed the Z, that's just the letter Z, the Z machine at Sandia National Laboratory, the most powerful laboratory source of radiation in the world. It generates powerful electric pulses, magnetic fields, and X-rays to find out how materials react under high pressures and temperatures. Yes, they are moving stuff. They are pushing it around with X-ray radiation. Scaling these findings up to a 2.5 mile wide asteroid with a 1 megaton nuclear bomb exploding about 1.25 miles from its surface, the researchers suggested the resulting push could help deflect dangerous asteroids away from Earth. Yeah, I actually feel pretty good about this. It's the opposite of Don't Look Up, Armageddon, and Deep Impact. Seriously. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Monday, September 30th, 2024. Fade to Black breaking news is brought to you by Renee Neumann. I want to remind everybody we've got a big week, big brains this week on Fade to Black tonight. Toke Thompson is with us, Post-Human Folklore tomorrow night. Kevin Randall is here to talk about UFOs. Wednesday night, Richard Spence is with us, Secret Societies in America. And then Thursday night, Rick Leskowitz is here. We're going to be talking about life energy. So there you go. I'll see you tonight on Fade to Black. But for now, all I've got is Go Backley Tappy.